I want to talk about this Nipsey Hussle situation in context outside of the fatality that happened last Sunday. Bringing it more towards the center and talking about talented people who come from places that are underprivileged, or people who come from places that others around you do not share your talent, or do not share your skill set, or do not share your work ethic, or do not share your networking capabilities. When you are a person who has these advantageous skill sets, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to create opportunity for yourself. Isn't that right? I mean, if you look at anybody who has skill sets and opportunities to create opportunities for themselves, anybody who's intelligent is going to do so. You're going to make sure that you make more money. You're going to make sure that you go places. You're going to make sure that you do things, that you have nice things, that your family has nice things. That's honorable, right? Because you're going to do what's better for yourself, or what is best. But what is more honorable is that people who typically do not have the talents, more honorable than doing things for your family or for yourself, is that they do things for other people who may not and probably do not deserve it. This is what happens more often than not in places where talent levels are not high in certain aspects. Now, talent levels are high in the black community, even in urban areas, but in certain places where people have such a high talent in things that everybody likes. Rap, branding, because everybody wants to have a clothing line like Nipsey, and things that people want, because not everybody wants to be talented as a mathematician or a doctor or engineer in black communities. Nobody cares about that, right? The things that people want, you're the guy. Imagine yourself this. What happens is you're going to help people who are untalented. The dangerous thing about that is that you're going to die some sort of mental or physical death. Typically it's mentally, right? Because if you don't help these people, you're stuck up. You're conceited. You're wrong. You're too good. You're not keeping it real. You're not putting people on. So then those people make it hard for you to come back. So you can't even get back into your neighborhood. You can't get back to the family. You can't do things. You're pretty much outcasted because you won't help people that you know or that you grew up with. So you're screwed on that end. But if you start helping them, here's the issue. You can never stop. You see, before I get to my main point, I want to go back in history to MC Hammer, the East Oakland rapper who went broke trying to help his friends. People say, well, why did he do that? But see, at the time, he was trying to give it back to the community. If he had stopped, probably there were going to be some repercussions to pay back in Oakland, back at his grandmama's house, back at his mama's house. Some information was going to come out about him that was shady, that, nobody was supposed to know. So he had got in that trick bag that once he started, he could not stop. So he went broke. And that's the same situation with people like Nipsey Hussle and other people who want to help the black community. Once you start helping them, either you're going to give it all away, or if you stop helping them, those people that you were helping become enemies. Because they always want something from you. You see, people are as faithful, and I heard, I think DJ Academic say this. I've heard somebody else say that the people you help become enemies. People are only as faithful as their last meal you give them. And see, certain people can't understand, hey, I don't have the money today. Hey, bro, I can't be giving you money like this. I gave you the money last 17 times, man, but, that's over $13,000. I can't give it to you. I mean, you don't believe me. What about a girl or somebody you know always asking you for money? One time you tell them no, what's their attitude towards you? You ain't gonna hear from them. They're not gonna hit you up the next day. How you doing? What's going on? Watch their attitude. They mad at you because you won't give them your money. And see, this is what issues that black men have. Let me tell you what I'm talking about, brothers, so you can understand what I'm saying, so that you don't put yourself in situations. I'm in Africa right now. Been here for 3 weeks. I don't have many friends here. Want to know why? Well, one of the reasons why I don't have many friends is I don't think there are a lot of people that I know yet that have a lot of money. Now, there are people here that have a lot of money. I see it all the time. I just don't know them. So what happens is if you're a person that don't have a lot of money and somebody knows you have a lot of money, for you be your friend, eventually they're going to ask you for money. For example, I got a text message yesterday. Won't call the guy's name. Hey, man, just trying to check on you, see what's going on. Hey, good. Hey, bro, good. Yeah, man, I haven't eaten all day. You see that? Now, this is a person that I'm thinking like, oh, okay, this is one of my friends, right? But he ain't hit me up to check on me. He hit me up because he got something. Now, I've been trying to be nice to the dude since I got here in certain aspects. But see, now that I know this is the tactic, I can't really, you understand what I'm saying? So it was about $3 or $4 that I gave him. But now I know that I can't have an open relationship or open lines of connection with this person. I can't allow people to contact me because here or any other place where black people are in the black community, if they know that you have it and if you want to be their friend, here it comes. And if you don't give it to them, they got an attitude with you. They're mad at you. And some people will kill you. So you're stuck with a dilemma. Who you going to show all your nice shit off that you bought? You get a new car. And see, this happens to you brothers who are not used to having no money, right? You know, you get your new car. You didn't did well in life. You want to show somebody. Okay, you keep showing people what you have. And you're going to create enemies off your own success. You're going to create them. And sure as I'm black, what's going to happen is if you don't give it to them, all dirty information about you is going to come out. People are going to start hating on you. And then if you cut them off and you stop giving to them, they're going to hate you even more. Because, see, one thing is like when you start giving people money and access to you or stuff, if you don't give it to them initially, it's bad, but not as bad. But if you give people stuff and then you take it away, it's really bad, right? Just think about this. If you are a person that had a girlfriend and she was giving you sex and whatever, access to her, and she stops, do you know how pissed you are? You don't know because you're used to getting it. Now she won't give it to you. And this is the same thing that a lot of you brothers do. We got to start to really keep our circles tight. And you cannot afford to have untalented people around you who are not on your level, because untalented people always ask for money. They always ask for something. And you give it to them and it never comes back. And your talents and your successes shouldn't be paying for other people that you don't really fuck with like that. Whether that's women, whether that's people, that's not your fault. If you hungry and you ain't got nothing to eat, that's not your fault. And if you come over here, let's say in certain aspects, not all people will be like this, but even in Poland or whatever, you have people from other nationalities that ask you for stuff. You could. And damn well, that's their people's responsibility to take care of them, not you. So once you open that door, you always have to do that. So just remember yourself that the people that you're going to help, and if you stop helping them, that's your enemy. Enemies come from within. You create them. They don't just come out the blue. People you help get jealous, they get upset, they get mad. They are, because why? They are entitled to what you have. So just understand that your success, you better manage it well. And don't hit me up talking about, man, you told me, I don't know why I didn't listen. I try to tell you. So anyways, brothers, thank you for the support on this channel, the NegroManosphere.com. I'm going to put some stuff on Patreon. And I really thank you, brothers, for subscribing. Now, I always give a pitch. Not always, but I cater my content for African-American men. And we have a blog, well, which is got an issue today on it, but we want to help black men do better in America. If you're African-American male and you like black male-centered content, you want black male media things, you want websites, you want meetups, you want to network with professional brothers or brothers who are doing what you're doing, you want to see black men represented in the way that you want to see. My question is to you, if you want to see it, who's going to do it? Nobody's going to do it but you. And brothers, we have to contribute to what we want to see, our story, or how we want to tell it, how we want the world to see us. White America won't do it. Black women won't do it. We're the only group of people that have the amount of money that we do that do not represent ourselves well. We need to really be trying to unify brothers and bringing them all across the world, which is my work. I do that. But we need your support on NegroManosphere.com. It's the only black male blog, I think, out there in its entirety, talking about dating, relationships, business. We do it from the funding of brothers that like yourself. At $5 a month, any African-American male that likes or wants to see black men do well, you want to see black business owners, you want to see interviews like that, we need your support, right, to do it. And at $5, it ain't a lot of money, right? But if we had 1,000 brothers, the road to 1,000 at $5 a month, we can do a lot of stuff. We can do conferences, we can do meetups, we can do everything. We can sponsor it. So I'd like to see new brothers on patreon.com/NegroManosphere. Pledge. Okay? It's and you're getting exclusive content on the site. We have About That Business with Ron Wills. I also pay other brothers too to support black male media. Right? Because no one's going to support us like we're going to support us. So at the end of the day, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Patreon.com/NegroManosphere. The link will be the top comment. Peace out.